Hello and welcome to the AI with Arun show. In this episode, we're going to talk about a major development in the world of cybersecurity. On July 30th, 2025, Palo Alto Networks made its biggest move yet, announcing a massive 25 billion deal to buy CyberArk software. This is not just any acquisition; it's a game changer for the entire cybersecurity industry. Palo Alto Networks is aiming to become the ultimate all-in-one security platform for this new era, especially with the rise of AI. Think of it as creating a complete protective shield for all of your digital assets. Now let's break down the financial side of this deal. For each share of CyberArk, shareholders will receive $45 in cash and 2.2005 shares of Palo Alto Networks stock. This offer is a premium of 26% over CyberArk's average stock price for the last 10 days, showing how much they value CyberArk. Now, how did the market react? CyberArk's shares jumped up by 13.5% after the announcement, which is typical when a company is being acquired at a premium. On the other hand, Palo Alto Networks stock went down by 6 to 8%. This decline often happens because investors worry about the costs of integrating or combining the two companies. But despite this, analysts are calling it a strategic home run. Dan Ives from Wedbrush even says that it creates a cybersecurity juggernaut, meaning a really powerful and dominant force. The higher price Palo Alto paid for CyberArk also reflects CyberArk's strong growth, with the revenue growing at 43% in the second quarter of 2025 compared to Palo Alto's 15%. This tells us that CyberArk is a fast growing company that brings significant value. So, why is this acquisition happening now? It's fundamentally driven by what we are calling the AI driven identity crisis. In simple terms, with the explosion of AI and automated systems, there are now far more machine identities than human identities. A machine identity refers to the digital identity of a device, application, or a piece of software. Essentially, anything that is not a human user but needs to access systems. Right now, machine identifies outnumber. Right now, machine identities outnumber human identities by 82 to 1. And this gap is expected to grow even wider to 100 to 1 very soon. This means securing these machine identities is becoming incredibly important, with 81% of security leaders seeing it as vital, protecting AI systems. As Nikesh Arora, the CEO of Palo Alto, puts it, the rise of AI and explosion of machine identities have made it clear that the future of security must be built on the vision that every identity requires the right level of privilege controls. This means ensuring that every digital identity, whether human or machine, only has the access it absolutely needs and nothing more. The acquisition is a key part of Palo Alto's platformization strategy. Think of it like this. Instead of buying many different security tools from different companies, one for your network, one for your cloud, and so on, Palo Alto wants to offer one comprehensive platform that covers everything. This makes security much simpler and more effective. They have already had great success with the strategy, completing over 1,250 platformized deals with the biggest customers. By adding CyberArk, they're bringing in expertise in identity security, which is CyberArk's strength, to complement Palo Alto's existing strength in network security and cloud security. This creates a truly integrated solution. This deal is also part of a larger trend of consolidation in the cybersecurity industry. We are seeing more and more mergers and acquisitions, like Google's 32 billion acquisition of Wiz earlier this year, that we also reported on the AI with Arun show. And a description, you'll see that link in the description of this video. Now, there are several reasons for this. So, budget constraints. Companies are looking to save money, and buying security from a single vendor is often more cost effective than managing many different vendors. Two, skill shortage. There are not enough cybersecurity experts to go around. Simplified security systems mean companies have fewer specialized skills to manage them. Three is AI driven threats. With AI making cyber attacks more sophisticated, an integrated, unified defense is much more effective than fragmented solutions. And four, regulatory pressures. New rules and regulations are favoring comprehensive security platforms that can provide a complete picture of an organization's security posture. Now, this acquisition significantly changes the competitive landscape in identity security. Palo Alto Networks will now be a direct competitor to companies like CrowdStrike, which has also been expanding its identity capabilities. Microsoft, with its broad security offerings, will face intensified competition. Okta, a company focused specifically on identity, will now be up against a powerful new rival. Interestingly, Sentinel One's shares dropped after the announcement, suggesting investors see them as a potential acquisition target themselves rather than being a direct competitor to this newly formed powerhouse. So, what does this mean for customers? It brings enhanced value. First, a unified platform means no more complex integrations between different security products. Everything just works together seamlessly. Second, we will have AI aware security capabilities across all types of identities, whether they are human or they are machines. This is critical for detecting and stopping sophisticated AI powered threats. Third, simplified vendor management reduces operational headaches. Companies will deal with one primary security provider instead of many. And finally, enhanced threat detection through integrated telemetry. This means all security systems will share information, allowing for much faster and more accurate identification of threats. Palo Alto's existing 72,000 customers will now have access to CyberArk's specialized identity capabilities, and CyberArk's enterprise clients will benefit from Palo Alto's broad security platform. It is a win win situation. But the timing of this acquisition is also perfect, given the rapid growth in the identity security market. The overall identity and access management market is projected to reach 48 billion by 2030. Identity and access management, or IAM, is about managing who has access to what and ensuring only authorized users and systems can get into specific resources. Now, privileged access management, or PAM, which is CyberArk's core strength, is expected to grow at a compound annual rate growth, or CAGR, of 23.4% until 2034. So, PAM is a critical part of IAM, focuses on securing accounts with elevated privileges, like administrator accounts, which are often targets for attackers. And significantly, 78% of organizations are increasing their spending on identity security in 2025. This shows a clear recognition of the importance of this area. This acquisition aligns perfectly with the future direction of cybersecurity. The concept of zero trust architecture. The concept of zero trust architecture is growing rapidly, with the market projected to reach 47.1 billion by 2030. Zero trust essentially means never trust, always verify. It assumes that no user or device, whether inside or outside the network, should be trusted by default. This approach fits perfectly with CyberArk's identity focus and Palo Alto's platform strategy. The combined platform will be crucial for AI security. This includes securing agentic AI, which are AI systems that can make decisions and act independently, managing machine identities at a huge scale, and protecting credentials against sophisticated AI enhanced attacks. Finally, regulatory evolution is pushing for integrated platforms. Directives like EU's NIS2 and the new AI governance frameworks favor comprehensive solutions over many fragmented ones, making this combined offering very attractive for compliance. So, of course, with any deal of this size, there are risks and challenges. So, integration complexity. So, combining two large companies can be difficult. This includes aligning different company cultures, merging complex technologies, and ensuring customers stay on board during the transition. Second one is about talent retention. Second is about talent retention. Keeping key employees in a competitive market is also a challenge. Then there will be regulatory scrutiny due to the size of the deal. Some customers might also worry about vendor lock in, meaning they have become too reliant on one provider. There is also the question of how quickly innovation will happen in a more consolidated market and the potential for pricing power concentration. Now, despite the challenge, this acquisition is truly a transformative moment for cybersecurity. It signals fundamental shifts in the industry. We are moving towards platform consolidation. Companies prefer unified platforms over many different point solutions, which are individual tools designed for a single specific task. Identity centric security is becoming paramount. Instead of just securing the network perimeter, the focus is now on securing every individual identity, human or machine. AI native security architectures are emerging as key differentiators. This means building security systems with AI at their core and not just as an add on. And finally, the ecosystem evolution is moving towards more comprehensive partnerships. This acquisition joins a pivotal moment, setting the stage for a new era of security that is built around identities and is deeply aware of the complexities introduced by AI. With that, we come to the end of the show. Thank you for watching. Like, share, subscribe, and join us by becoming a member and support our work.